Welcome to the December 7th Fisp meeting. Welcome roll call. Siobhan and Marcia.
He's right. Raise your hand.
Perfect timing. We have a chair. All right, so we're going to have Tony do a discussion on the difference in the bid and the REC bid for the work that we need done, and we'll go from there.
Everybody should have an 11 by 17 plan with highlighter on it. There's 4 basic areas of work. Yellow, running along Sterling Street, represents the large culvert area that's right now just an open culvert area. Green, coming off Sterling Street, is the sewer line. Pink represents the electric line coming off the riser pole and into the transformer. And the blue highlighted area represents the water line, which comes in off Sterling Street, branches off, feeds the hydrant, kind of down in the middle of the parking lot area, continues on up the building, branches off, drops to a 2-inch plastic where that first shutoff is, 2-inch domestic line into the building, and then the 6-inch, I think, goes down to a 4-inch, continues on up the building and into the fire suppression system. So what we're talking about tonight is what work was in the plans and what work can the town do specifically with its own forces or its own contract. We have the yellow pricing, you'll see down the bottom, to infill the culvert, which is an 18-inch pipe, 2 manholes, catch basins. RAC has given us a price of $13,950. We do not have a price from the town or subcontractor. The green area, the sewer line, which was also designated by the town, they've given us a price of $28,099.50. That would include cutting open the street, digging, excavating, backfilling, the pipe, the connections, and everything up to the point.
These include labor and
all labor and material, everything.
that's important. Everybody remember that.
Yep. Moving further up the plan to the new electric line from the riser pole, they would dig all the way in, help set the transformer, provide all the sand, backfilling, bedding. The municipal electric would do the carriage, the conduits, the wires, provide the transformer pad and the transformer. And the other part that comes off the transformer and heads up the back of the building is already owned under the contract by the contractor and by the electrical contractor. So that we don't need to provide. If you're looking at the detail, you'll see a number in the backup, which is the 8.5 by 11s that I've given you. That number is about $5,000, $5,600, something like that. The site contractor didn't realize that he was double carrying the electric, so I just clarified on the phone before coming here with him. So that's why the number on the 11 by 17 plan says approximately 2,500, not the 5,600 that's in his breakdown. Last piece being the blue, the water line. You'll see up at the top of the 11 by 17, RAC's number is $40,535. Town of West Boylston, between Edelberti and the HR Prescott materials list, is $16,968. Again, Edelberti has all of the digging and the labor, and you own the materials separately. So that's the only comparative number that we have 2 numbers on, which is that water line. Lastly, I wanted to show you the scope modifications in the highlighted area in the middle of the page. The culvert at $39.50. If you add up the water, the sewer, and the electric, at $78,525, not discounting the electric line. Total would be $92,475. We have site allowance money of $60,000 in our budget, which means you'd take $32,475 out of your contingency, which would leave you a balance in your $200,000 allotted contingency of $167,525 if you wish to proceed with RAC, and CEC, Conley Excavating Company.
So the water is, goes out through the water department, so the DPW does not bid on the water, does not get involved in doing the water at all. So that's something, so I think that Ellsworth ought to be the best choice for that,
Okay.
because it would save us $10,000, wouldn't it?
Close to 20.
$24,000. All right. The other three things, DPW,
Yes.
is that something you can handle?
I'm not a fan of it, no.
Why?
Well, right now we're in the snow and ice season, so every time it snows, I'm gonna have to pull out of that. I'm thinking it's gonna take us at least a week, maybe longer, to do the sewer line. Because I don't know what my guys can do. Mike says he can do it, but I've got a 426 backhoe. If it's as greasy as Jay says it is, I don't even know if we can maneuver around that site.
The upper part's the piece of that. Down below is all compact.
So, and then you got that trench we gotta cross. So I'm gonna have to dig on one side of the trench and walk around the other side, because we don't have a track machine. And, I mean, we can do it if you want, but I'm not sure it's a great idea for unexperienced guys to be doing.
Is this something that we could have you
Go out to bid.
on?
I can definitely do that.
Because that creates a time issue.
Is it an issue besides opening the road? There's no stuff in the property, I would assume.
There's no stubs in the property. So the only other complexity is there is a lot of piping crossover. You see the sewer crossing over the water, the sewer has to cross over the culvert, so you do have to kind of work it in, get the culvert, get the pipe going. You've got to be doing all of this in a time, I would say, in Butch's defense, where you can't get things half open and stop for 3 days while you're jockeying around.
And then I have 9 streets we just paved. I really kind of figured this was gonna happen in the fall, because we just finished 9 streets and I've got a ton of aprons and berms that have to go in before the plant's all closed, which is gonna be in a couple of weeks, so I need to keep hammering those as much as possible.
How long would it take to get prices on these three main?
I'll start on the first thing in the morning. Shouldn't be long.
I would think it'd be within 3 or 4 days, you're gonna get,
I will, so, yeah.
you're gonna call 3 different people, I would assume, or 4 different
Yeah,
people.
I'll get 3 at least.
Get enough local contractors in one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we have to go off the people that we already have agreements with, right?
Right.
We can't go out to bid on this stuff.
Well, we don't know what it's gonna cost.
If he goes out to bid, he's gonna have to go through a bid process.
So, the people that already do work for them.
Right.
Well, what do you, your prices are what, 28,000 for
One's
that?
28, one's,
I can go up to
Is this
50,000
one
without
2500?
going to bid.
Yeah.
we're not even gonna look to
Huh?
try, this $2,500 one? Are we gonna try to have someone else do that one?
Doesn't make sense.
I mean, how much can we
Well,
possibly
That's the other
save?
problem, you get all these contractors in there, and GAC came to my office today, and RAC, I said, he's concerned that he's gonna have to shut down while everybody's working.
Well, that's, I'm just talking about the pink. It's $2,500.
Yeah, because your electric company's doing most of it, he's just digging and backfilling.
So I would say we should do it, we should let RAC do that one. I mean, that would be my thought, they're not trying to, I mean, how much can we save if we do it ourselves? $2,500, I mean.
Right.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's just, it's the drainage and the soil line that concerns me.
Well, yeah, but that, okay, so the $28,000 one, you can't just make some phone calls.
Say up to $50,000.
We can go up to 50 without going to bid.
On people that you deal with.
Close, it's a new law, yeah. So we can do all of that, and get prices on all that stuff.
I'm curious, out of the $60,000 site allowance that we have in here, is there any other work contemplated other than what's shown here that needs to be done?
No.
So this is it. So,
Everything else is owned under the general contract. The way we had this, the things that are on here is TWB, Town of West Boylston. We had set aside $60,000 for, quote, town performance of that work.
so if we really are up against it, it takes a while to get bids in. Just converting this one over to a TWB contract and the $3,000 differential for the other one puts our site work at 65 versus 60. So it's not, wouldn't be that consequential if we're having problems getting bids in and we're confident.
I don't think I have any problem doing bids, but I know there's people out there that want to work and it'd be perfect time for them to do the
We
work.
have any particular names you're thinking of? Or- I'll take it.
Who's on the list? The Elderberry,
Everybody from Mercurio.
Mercurio,
I don't really have a list, but those are the ones that did the site work.
there's two Mercurios.
That's the father and son.
Yeah, one
No.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
he does masonry.
Yeah.
Maybe we should let,
walls.
maybe we should, yeah,
Yeah.
instead of,
I'll find a couple of people.
Do you see any issue when RIC's expressing concern?
Yeah, if we have 4 different site contractors out there, each doing 20 feet of pipe, it's gonna be very confusing. And that's why I bring up the point of, if, you know, Jay's doing the culvert, and Tony's doing this, and, you know, Pat's doing the water line, and I'm doing the sewer line, we're crossing over each other's work. Who's digging those trenches? You're digging through my trench, I gotta backfill over your pipe, when are you scheduling to do your work? There's a lot of coordination there between those contractors that RAC is rightly gonna say, we don't own the coordination, we don't own the contracts. They're gonna, RAC is gonna want release, you know, certificates of insurance, which is fine, that most people can get and name them, hold them harmless. They're working on their construction site, they're gonna have to carry those insurances. But other than that, it's just a coordination issue.
And I agree, but, you know, just on that one thing, it was $20,000, so it's definitely worth a look, but if a few days.
24,000 for the,
Yeah.
for the Lubian.
For 3 or 4 days, it's definitely worth that, something again, maybe get one contractor who wants to do all 3.
I'm talking, we're not planning on putting these in this week anyway.
Yeah.
Still working on foundation.
You're talking the sewer line, the drainage, and what else?
The sewer, the culvert,
You know,
the electric, and the water line.
Well, all 4.
Why even bother with the
Every
electric?
electric.
Well, you've got the water already, so,
You've got the electric already, right?
right.
We did
Edelberti's gonna dig the water line,
Right.
then I would ask him how much to dig
Yeah, definitely, I can include him.
the electric.
the extra.
Because while he's up in that corridor, you know,
Right.
maybe it's just a wider trench. And does he have experience working with your light department?
Yes.
I would think so, yeah.
So, you know, that kind of takes that entity in that corridor off everybody's headache. Now to do the culvert and the sewer, you know, if you needed a couple people, that's fine. We get one guy to do the culvert and we can get him out of there quickly. And now we're left just really coordinating the sewer.
So we can ask, hopefully in the next couple of days and get an answer to that question.
So Edelberti for,
Well, Bertie, has he looked at it all? We don't know
Just the water line.
So he hasn't looked at, he might be able
What do you think of that?
to do it all, and then be the only contractor
If
there.
you can do it, great.
And if he can, we should get a better price from him because it would be, you know.
Right.
Well,
Once he
he's
mobilizes
already
his
mobilized,
equipment.
yeah.
Always equipment to
It's
work.
already 24,000
Right.
bucks for them.
Okay. All right, so that's what we'll plan is, we'll wait till hear from you. All right.
Will we have the information in time for the next Fisp meeting, which is
Next
Thursday the
Thursday.
15th?
Yeah.
If we can get pricing by then.
All right, so we'll have an answer by the 15th.
So is any work gonna be done from now to the 15th?
And
No, not on this stuff.
On this
not
stuff?
on this stuff.
Nothing from now to the
No.
15th?
No, I mean, he wasn't planning any work on utilities. We will get the, we're trying to find right now the permits from DOT, which the representative over there keeps telling me they've been issued, but nobody seems to have them.
So Middlebury's not planning on starting this
No.
section soon?
No,
All right, then we got,
no, because I don't think we've released Middlebury, right,
As far as,
on the water?
no.
because we didn't even tell them the decision yet.
Well, that's what I'm saying, I wonder if does he wanna start? Should we vote, yeah, if they're not ready for him till after the 15th.
That's next Thursday.
Right.
I don't see how we can possibly do it.
Yeah, right, Tony, they're not ready, even if he was okay to do it.
Even if you call him today, is he ready on the 15th? No, there's no need to jump in there other than weather. I mean, you'd like to get it in before the ground all
Because
freezes
he's got a
up.
nice week, the rest of this week, and,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, but is
We
the
have-
site ready for him?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking, if the site's ready for him.
The site is cleared where it needs to be, and he could start work if he wanted.
I'm saying,
Oh,
should we okay that one?
I can't get a bid. We still have a trench there for the footings. He wouldn't be able to get a machine up from back there in between the two properties.
Right.
So they're not, I mean,
Tony, you're saying.
But he could get in from here to here, and he could put these two valves in, even if he had to come back later and do these. So the most important thing for anybody doing this
Just
work,
finish this up.
so let's get the two street cuts, get the stubs in, then I don't care if they go home for a week, a month, 3 months.
Let's wait till next Thursday and get an answer for all these things, all these questions.
So we don't wanna give
Right.
Aliberti that one?
No, I think we should wait till next Thursday for everything.
Get all the pricing in, give it all to them at once.
Okay,
That's fine.
we got two things, Reinhardt invoice for $19,500.
make a motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
And panel invoice for $8,088.94.
Correct.
These are voted to move.
Yeah, yeah.
So move.
Second.
Any discussion?
That's the original.
All in favor?
Aye.
And motion to adjourn.
So moved.